everybody, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, it feels so good to say that. Welcome. If you happen to be joining me for the very first time, my name is Donella, and of course this is my world of beauty here on YouTube. In seeing what I create in this video, because this video is going to be very short, sweet, and straight to the point, then please stay tuned. Now I think I just mentioned that this video is going to be short and sweet. I do not know if it's going to be short and sweet because I am going to be talking about some of the hottest makeup trends that are up and coming. Well, I shouldn't actually say up and coming because people are already wearing these looks. You see them on you see all those big magazines like Vogue and Forbes and all those trending magazines that actually have to do, Cosmopolitan magazine, all those big worldwide magazines that talk a lot about beauty and beauty trends. They've already basically published that, and these are trends that people are doing. They're already incorporating into their makeup look. Now, some of the makeup looks that are trending for this summer, of course, is one of my favorites. It's called Cloud Skin. We have the Cherry Popsicle Lip. I'm just reading from the list that I created. We have what is called Grunge Lashes. We have the Bailey Eyebrows. We have the bronzed skin. We also have the metallic eyes, and of course the bold lip liner. A lot of people have been wearing this. Like, this is actually a serious trend on Instagram right now, and we're going to go through each and every one of them if you guys don't know what they are. We also have the icy tones, and we have the glowy complexion, another one of my faves. So those are pretty much the list that I created from the trending summer looks for 2023, and I do want to incorporate some of those looks into. I do want to take from my list that I created and apply some of those in the makeup look that I'm about to create in this video. The first one I mentioned was cloud skin. I think I said cloudy skin, but it's actually cloud skin. Now, cloud skin is something that I actually wear every day when I go to work. It is one of my favorite looks. It's actually just like what we call the Bailey makeup look, where your skin actually breathes. When I say me, for us oily skin girls, we actually have to apply something that is mattifying. Some persons prefer using a mattifying primer and then incorporating dewy complexion products, but I actually like to kind of mix up things and do things in reverse. So what I do, one of my favorite products that I love to incorporate into that cloud skin look is using my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, which I'm about to apply while I finish the rest of this explanation. And then I somewhat like to include the Moran Makeup Barrier Setting Spray. Now, this is a setting spray that is supposed to help with sweat, humidity, everything, because it's incorporated into this look, because the cloud skin is actually a humidity proof makeup look. So I like to incorporate this barrier spray that is supposed to help with sweating into this look. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer while I explain the rest of this. So while I allow my primer to do what it needs to dry down and get sticky and do what it needs to do, let me just explain the other trending summer looks for 2023 that I mentioned. The other one on my list would be Cherry Popsicle Lips. Cherry Popsicle Lips, everybody already know what that is. It's a hot red bold lip. For those of you in the back who didn't really catch that first, but it's just like a hot red bold red lip that, of course, fits in my category because I love a red lipstick. I love red lipstick. The other one I mentioned was Grunge Lashes. Grunge Lashes is basically how you use your mascara to just fluff your lashes, where you apply maybe 3 to 4 coats. That is also something that I do. I love a grunge lash. You just basically overusing the mascara so that your lashes look nice and full, especially for those persons who really don't like the feel of false lashes, or if you just don't like lashes overall, or if you feel like lashes just aren't your thing, you prefer using mascara, try the grunge lash look. The second one I mentioned was the Bailey Eyebrows. Sorry, that's the third. Was it? What number am I at? Is it 3 or 4? I think it's 3. Was the Bailey Eyebrows. Now, the Bailey Eyebrows is not doing what I did, which I already went in and filled in my eyebrows with a pencil. The Bailey Eyebrows is basically either one, bleaching your brows so that it's completely bleached out, that is what you call the BLED eyebrows. Or if you just use like a clear gel brow and a clear brow gel and just brush your natural lashes in place, your natural brow here in place, that is also what we call the BLED eyebrow look. That is not in my wheelhouse. I will not be doing that. I'm sorry. So we're just gonna turn the page on that one. I will not be bleaching my eyebrows, and I will not be just using a clear brow gel on my brows. I'm sorry. I need to see something on my forehead, okay? I have a big head. Something needs to be on there. I can walk around looking like I'm on chemotherapy. Hell no. Okay, the fourth one, is it the fifth one? Child, let's just say the next one I mentioned was bronze skin. I love bronzers. I love a bronzed skin. That is, listen, I keep saying the same thing. I get it. I love bronze skin. Bronzers all summer long, all year round. That is my thing. Next one I mentioned was metallic eyes. Now metallic eyes basically just has to do with the type of finish eyeshadow that you use. There are lots of metallic colors that are trending right now, especially during the summer. Mostly summer night looks, not summer daytime looks. Summer night looks. That a lot of persons are incorporating metallic looks for summer this year. It's trending. Like, I feel like I've always worn metallic looks anyway. I feel like that's always been my thing. I could be wrong, but I feel like I've always leaned toward either a neutral eye or metallic eye. I could be wrong, but I feel like those two are definitely there. And the other one I mentioned was the bold lip liner. Now the bold lip liner is basically just wearing a nice brown lip liner that goes with your complexion, because you know there are different shades of brown, so you have to find the brown that goes with your complexion, and then just applying a clear gloss over it. Like, that has been trending. I mentioned this earlier. That has been trending on Twitter all year round, especially a lot of black beauties, a lot of influencers, a lot of persons have been creating that lip look because it's simple, it's easy, and it's kind of retro, because never ever like, there's no timestamp on it to say, hey, that whole thing is gone. It's always going to be a look, especially for black girls, because in some instances there are some persons who actually prefer that nude look and having that bold lip liner, and then just applying that bold lip liner and then just applying a gloss over it. Especially for black girls, it's been trending for forever now. That look is never going to go out of style. So I'm glad that to see that it now is trending back in 2023, that it's just like, hey, y'all remember this? Okay, the next one I mentioned was icy tones. The icy tones is basically those like cool undertones where persons would wear those like semi shimmery looks. That's not in my wheelhouse again. I feel like those are more for like fair to medium skin tones. I might be wrong, but I just don't think those type of looks look good on persons my color. Again, I could be wrong. I just don't feel like those are for our skin type. And the other one I mentioned was glowy complexion. Glowy complexion. Listen, I'm about to create a glowy skin complexion in this look. Like, I feel like I'm itching to create one. Like, I feel like I want to create one. I feel like I want to create one. Okay, in this look. I just might. Okay. You already know what a glowy complexion look is. It's all about playing up with the complexion products and making sure that you prep your skin so that when you apply your foundation, concealers, and powders, you still have that glow coming through to your skin. So I think that was the last one that I mentioned from my list. So I do want to just jump in and get started on this tutorial because I feel like I spent a lot of time explaining these looks. So first things first, I already went in and applied my primer, and she is nice and sticky, so she is ready to do some work. So next thing I want to do is just go in and apply my under eye concealer, and that's really because I do have a lot of darkness under my eye and I like to just cover that up before I go in with anything else. So first things first, I am going to go in with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This one is in the shade NC50. Actually, I've already applied a tip of it to the back of my hand, and I'm just going to use my fingertip to basically press that in underneath my eye. This has a bit of this concealer is actually quite buildable, but even when you pack on more than one pump, I feel like it always have that really nice sheer dewy finish to it. I mean, you can use powder to set it to give it a little bit more, to bring down the dewiness a bit. But I feel like even when you apply powders on it, after your natural skin oils and everything has settled, you can still see that bit of silkiness coming through. So yeah, like I said, I do want to create a glowy complexion look. So I'm going to be incorporating a lot of light coverage products, so I've done that. I'm going to allow this to set. In the meantime, I'm just going to go in and apply aromatic spray. This is from the Alba. This is an aromatic spray. If persons are into like skin serums, skin aromatic sprays, those type of things, they actually really give you this really beautiful glowy skin finish. This product I know specifically is definitely what it does. And I want to kind of do like a cloudy skin, glowy skin type of complexion. By the way, if you are an oily skin girl, because I know most persons who, I feel like a lot of persons have oily skin, and they always try to find different things that they can do to try to help to control the oils. You can wear a glowy complexion look if you have oily skin, but let's keep in mind this is not a look that you can wear for a whole 8-hour day. You could probably incorporate a look like this if you are maybe going off maybe somewhere between 2 to 3 hours, and you want to have your skin look nice and glowy and breathable, and you just want to have that youthful glow. You can do this look. Only again, let's put that footnote right there. This is a look that's going to last for about 2 to 3 hours. But of course, you have to walk with your compact, to do little touch-ups in between, because you have oily skin. You are going to need that bit of touch-up. So I'm going to go in with my aromatic spray before I apply my foundation all over. And I just want this to actually just do what it needs to do, and just hydrate my skin and just make my skin look really nice and glowy. I like to put on my concealer before I apply it, because to me it gives the concealer a bit of like power. And you can actually see how much it's already making my skin look glowy. So this is why I like to apply before I apply the foundation. Cinco Skin, what is this called? Cinco Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. This is the one that when you start overly producing sweat, and it kind of pulls back on the sweat. I don't know if you guys remember this foundation. So I'm going to go in with 2 pumps, and I'm going to go in with my flat foundation brush and just go ahead and apply it all over my face. So then after that, I'm going to go in with a liquid highlight. This one is from Black Radiance. It's called Liquid Radiance Highlighter / Illuminator. In some instances, I like to apply it underneath my foundation, but for this look, I think I just want to add just like a couple of drops. Oh! Did I just drop this on my shirt? Yes, I did, girl. This is gonna stay in my shirt. Oh my god! I keep forgetting that I need to this is like a droplet, and I need to just do like this whenever I'm taking this out. So I'm just going to apply some right here, the highest part of my cheekbones, and then I am just going to use a sponge. I'm going to use a sponge to basically blend that into my skin, because I want it to look like the glow is coming from beneath my skin. I know it looks kind of crazy right now, but this is why I'm applying it before I apply my bit of contour, because the contour is actually going to help to cover up some of that. Okay, so we have this back under control. We are back on track. The dewiness is still there. We are good to go. So next thing I'm going to do is apply a bit of cream contour, and of course I'm going to be using the Dewy Queens product, Mr. Nessa Myricks. I'm going to be using the Yummy Skin balm powder. This one is in the shade number 10. So I'm just going to go in and apply a bit of this. I do want to use my sponge. I'm going to go in and apply a bit of this. The sponge actually doesn't take up much product. It gives you a really light touch of contour, and that's really what I want. I don't want my contour to be too heavy. I want it to look really nice and natural and glowy, and I know once I use this, that is going to do exactly what I needed to do and just give me a bit of color and not be overly too heavy on the contour. With that, I think that's enough for me. I'm going to go in and set my under eye and all the other areas that I need to set with powder. So of course, you guys already know I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty. Listen, this powder just started peeling like crazy since summer started. even before that. They started peeling like crazy. I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter setting powder. This one is in the shade, you guys already know this one is in the shade Honey. I'm gonna go in and set this baby right here. And trust me, because you have oily skin, yeah, I do need to go in quite heavy under my eyes because I don't want any creasing. There was one time where I decided to not go in too heavy with it because I was like, oh, I really want my skin to look extra dewy. Not keeping in mind that, hey girl, you have your natural oils that seep through, so you do actually need this extra bit of powder underneath here. So if you are going to try this look, please remember, after you've applied your under eye concealer, apply enough powder to set that baby, please. Set it. I only want to focus on the basically my T-zone to apply the powder. That's the area that produces the most sweat on my face, so I want to just focus on that area only. And what I'm going to do now is just go in and apply a bit of bronzer. I love bronzer, girl. I love bronzer. I'm going to go in and apply a bit of bronzer. I'm going to go in with another Fenty Beauty bronzer. This one is called the Sun Stalker. This one is in the shade Mocha Molly, and I love the finish of this. It gives you this nice, beautiful sun-kissed finish. And because I applied that very pinky illuminator underneath, I do want to go in with this like reddish brown color because I feel like it's going to make it pop even more. You know, just adding that bit of brown reddish color is really going to make that pink pop even more. And I don't want to look overly I want to look bronze, but I don't want to look overly bronze. I just want to have the right bit of bronze on my face. So yeah, this smoke, I feel like these bronzers from Fenty Beauty, they give everything. I did actually apply a bit of concealer over my eyes, so I'm going to apply a bit of my MAC, what is this, Studio Finish powder. This one is in the shade NW48. It's not NW48, this is actually NC50, sorry, this is NC50. NW48 is a much deeper shade. I'm just going to apply this basically to just set my concealer that I would have applied here. I'm not going to apply any eyeshadow with this look because I want the focus to be about the glowy skin. So yeah, we have some more products to apply. So let me just go ahead and just finish this. To apply a bit more light to this specific area right here and just above here. I want to apply a little bit more light here and here, and that's really because of listen, I touched something just now. I don't know what is that? Is that powder? Okay, good. I just want to apply a little bit more light to my face. Like I want the areas to hit a certain area, so I'm going to go in with this color from my Beauty Bakery palette. This color is called Anti-Depressor, and I'm just going to apply a bit of Anti-Depressor right there. Now these are the areas where I want the glowiness to actually focus. So I'm going to hit with a touch of that, and because I feel like it's giving a little bit too orange, a bit of my Artist Couture. This is called a Diamond Lights Finisher. It's in the shade Golden Hour. Yeah, I think I'm going to use that one instead. Just I can't find the Milk Cosmetics, and I know it's probably somewhere in there, and I have to keep tint up the whole thing. Let me just use my Artist Couture Diamond Lights Finisher and just add a bit of it right here. Oh my god, this is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. It just gives what I want it to give. Oh, that is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. And I just want to apply a bit of it like right here, the areas where, you know, when you're taking a selfie, the areas where the camera hit. I just want to add a bit of it right here. Oh my gosh, I went in too heavy on that one, girl. You went too heavy on that one. Oh. Okay, we're gonna have to try and blend this out because it doesn't look like it's going to move. So the only way to balance that out is actually add a bit more on this side. Okay, so we are almost at the finish line. I was going to do the grunge lashes, but because I took so much time having to, oh, this lash feels like it's not doing what it needs to be. It feels kind of weird. Okay, it feels a little better now. Okay, so I was going to do the grunge lashes, right? But because I took so much time having to reapply the foundation because I messed up with the overly wet sponge and having to do over all that. Y'all, how are you? I cannot believe the camera shut off during my little explanation here. I cannot believe this. But I basically went in, I was explaining, I wanted to do the grunge lashes. However, because I had to go in and reapply my foundation and concealer because of the little mishap I had with the highlight slash illuminator, I don't want to spend too much time, I don't want to spend too much extra time on camera. So I did go in and apply a bit of the Maran barrier settings, the Maran barrier setting spray. This setting spray I apply specifically around the area, the perimeter of my face, sorry. And then with my Dalba aromatic setting spray, this is, sorry, it's a spray serum. I keep calling it setting spray. It's a spray serum, and it actually has some really great ingredients in it, but we are not going to go into all of that right now. I did apply the Dalba spray serum specifically in this area because I wanted it to melt the Diamond Lights Finisher pigment so that it looks more like of a natural glow, because this is a glowy skin look, this is a glowy complexion look, and yeah, I really wanted it to just basically melt the pigments into my skin so it looks more glowy. So that's what I was saying before the camera decided to shut off. And then I was saying, to finish off my look, I have been dying to try this red lipstick, but I said I want to try it first in one of my videos. This is the newest release from Fenty. Well, actually no, I think she just released another lip gloss, like, was it last week or week before? A multicolor type of popsicle cherry looking yellow orangish container. It's a gloss. I can't remember the name of it, but we're gonna talk about more about that. But this one is the MVP. This is the MVP red that was released back in February in time for Super Bowl. So we are going to be incorporating the MVP red from Fenty Beauty in this look. And girl, I've been trying to try this, so I don't care. Let's just try this on. I ain't even putting on a lip liner or anything. We're just gonna go dive straight into this. What? Girl. Huh? Oh my god. What? Look at that. I haven't dipped, you guys looking at me, I have not dipped the applicator back in there yet, and there's still more on it. Let me turn it on the other side. Huh. Wow. The finish of this reminds me of one of those, MAC has this Powder Kiss lipstick line that has this very matte, soft, powdery look. This Fenty MVP red reminds me of that really nice, soft finish, and it doesn't feel, you know you got some matte lipsticks, they just feel overly drying on your lip. This doesn't feel like that. It feels so good. Oh my gosh, I love it, and it's like a nice, sexy red. It's like, I'm gonna apply some more. I gotta apply some of this too, right? The one thing that actually stood out to me is the tip, the applicator tip. You can actually use it kind of like to line your lip. Especially somebody like me, like I have that deep Cupid's bow. I actually appreciate applicators like this, where I don't have to spend too much time wondering if the thing's straight. You know, let me go back here, let me look at another mirror close up. Like, is it good? Is it good? Is it good? I appreciate the applicator on this. So that's 2 thumbs up for me, Rihanna girl. That is some good stuff right there. We have come to the end of this video. This video is all about the top trending summer makeup looks for 2023, and I have to say, right, I'm so obsessed with this Fenty lipstick right now. I feel like that and the pound cake, like I'm just going to be switching between both of them, because I feel like 2 of them just like this right now. The 2 of them just like this right now. There's head to head. Both of them actually have the same formula, because they feel like the same formula. There's not that over drying, awful feeling from like certain matte lipsticks. It just feels nice and soft and light. And oh my god, the pigmentation off of it is absolutely gorgeous. I love a red lipstick. It is in my wheelhouse. red lipstick. Alright guys, so we have come to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you happen to be joining me for the first time and you want to see more of my videos, please go ahead and click the subscribe button on your way out. And also, if you happen to have enjoyed this video, please be sure to go ahead and give it a big thumbs up on your way out. Thank you guys so much for being here with me, and I'll talk to you guys real soon on my next video. Bye bye. Ooh, girl, look at I go. Bye.